High-level moves to snuff out vaping. Why? Because it's really bad for you and for those who suffer your second-hand smoke. As the Taliban wipes out the few rights women have, why would South Africa play cricket against Afghanistan? And could superstar Taylor Swift push Kamala Harris to the White House? She's just endorsed the vice president. It's good to have you with us. I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
The National Health Department says it's proposing new regulations around vaping. That's because there is evidence that it can cause serious illness and also lead to death. The Tobacco Products and Electronic Delivery Systems Control Bill to regulate the sale, packaging and the public use of electronic cigarettes is currently before Parliament. Heavy penalties have been proposed for offenders, with a proposed jail sentence of up to 20 years or both a fine and imprisonment. The department's Deputy Director General for Primary Healthcare, Jeanette Hunter, says there is sufficient data to prove that vaping has both the primary and second effects as cigarette smoking.
All our presentations to the different bodies, almost every paragraph has got links to peer-reviewed research. There's absolutely enough peer-reviewed evidence for that.
And yet the Fair Trade Independent Tobacco Association says the jury is still out.
I think as industry, we cannot, sort of argue against those kinds of views from the Department of Health. The understanding, though, is that vaping, of course, is a cessation tool, which is slightly different to cigarettes. And overall, I think the mechanism or the methods behind vaping and other electronic nicotine delivery systems or non-nicotine delivery systems is to help people, of course, get off the smoking of cigarettes.
The arms deal case will return to the High Court in Pietermaritzburg next year. In March, Judge Nkosinathi Cili dismissed a second bid from former President Jacob Zuma to remove State Advocate Billy Downer from the case. And today, he delivered his reasons, saying the issues Zuma had raised had already been dealt with in a previous litigation. Zuma wants to challenge Cili's ruling, though, and his application for leave to appeal will be heard when the matter resumes. That has now been set down for hearing on the 6th of February, 2025. Former City of Cape Town Human Settlements MMC Malusi Booi and 9 of his co-accused appeared at the Cape Town Magistrates Court to apply for bail following their arrests this week.
The state alleges that the group was part of a criminal enterprise headed by alleged underworld boss Ralph Stansfield and his wife Nicole Johnson. According to the state, the municipality awarded 11 construction tenders to companies linked to the Stansfield worth more than 850 million rand during Boy's tenure as the head of the Human Settlements Directorate. The state alleges that Boy influenced tender outcomes in favor of Stansfield's wife company, Glow Mix House Brokers. The state also alleges that Boy received payments of more than 4 million rand for his alleged involvement in the corruption. Ndutuzelo Nene, Eyewitness News.
No thanks, I'm not going anywhere. The magistrate in Pastor Mboro's case says she's staying on it. Magistrate Katlego Mokoena has dismissed an application for her to recuse herself as the presiding officer in the kidnapping case involving Paseka Mboro Matsuneng.
Controversial Pastor Paseka Mboro Matsuneng's new bail hearing has been rolled over to tomorrow after the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court dismissed an application by the state to recuse Magistrate Katlego Mokoena in the kidnapping case involving Mboro. Last week, the NPA brought forward an application against Mokoena, claiming that there was reasonable apprehension that the magistrate might not bring an unbiased mind in adjudicating the case before her. The state in the matter alleges that Mokoena invited the defense to her chambers in the absence of the state and urged them to fix Mboro's poorly constructed bail affidavit. The new bail application continued this afternoon, with Mboro's lawyer arguing that his client is being wrongfully charged. He says the charge of possessing an unlicensed firearm is baseless, as the rifle in question is a replica and was purchased over the counter, making it a fake gun. The matter has been rolled over to tomorrow. Mongi Zikoko, Eyewitness News.
The DA is urging President Cyril Ramaphosa to hold off on signing the contentious BELA Bill into law. The party says if Ramaphosa goes ahead with a plan signing on Friday, this will endanger the future of the Government of National Unity. The Basic Education Laws Amendment legislation was introduced with the aim of strengthening governance in the country's education sector. The DA says during the GNU negotiations, it made it clear that the BELA Bill was unacceptable in its current form due to its constitutional implications.
The DA argues that this move violates the Government of National Unity's statement of intent, as the bill threatens constitutional rights, particularly mother tongue education.
Not what you want to hear. Living in South Africa, there's been an increase in households that fall victim to crimes like murder and sexual offences. A new study conducted by Statistics South Africa has surveyed individual victims of crime over the last 5 years. They found more than 2.5 million households experienced housebreaking. Murders reported to police by households have also increased by 18% in the previous year.
Looking at the murder for the past 5 years, we are seeing that about 67,000 households experienced murder. And if you look at sexual offences for the past 5 years, households, we're talking about 47,000.
Is it right that the Proteas play Afghanistan in a one-day international series later this month in the United Arab Emirates? We ask because there are real concerns about Afghanistan's continued participation in international cricket since August 2021. That's when the Taliban regained control of the country and dramatically scaled back women's rights. Their national women's cricket team was disbanded soon after, making Afghanistan the only full member of the International Cricket Council without a women's team. Proteas white ball coach Rob Walter admitted that he hadn't taken the oppressive regime into account. Pop superstar Taylor Swift has endorsed Democrat Kamala Harris in the US presidential contest against Donald Trump minutes after they participated in a debate. Swift took to Instagram and described Harris as a warrior. The pop star, who commands one of the largest fan bases in music, says she will be voting for Harris in November because she fights for the rights and causes that Swift believes need to be championed. And that's it from us. I'll see you for more again tomorrow.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.